What's up, everyone? Today we're going to be talking about the new rapid fire that just came out, the Light Delight special that's going on, new maps, and also the update 1.3. Hello everyone, WizardKen here, bringing you our new Xbox 360 World of Tanks news that we're going to be doing every Thursday, or hopefully every Thursday. First off, we're going to start out with the very new thing that just came out today, the Rapid Fire. It just went live today on July 17th. And we're going to talk about some of the things that you're going to be seeing out there. We've got new American tanks, some new German tank destroyers, and premium vehicles. The American tanks you're going to be seeing is the M7, the T21, the T71, the T69, T54E1, and the T57 Heavy. On the German tank destroyers, you're going to see the Marder 38, the Panzer SFL, blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm going to get these names wrong, okay? The Nashorn, the Panzer SFL 5, the RHM Borsig, Waffentrager, and then the Waffentrager AFU or OFF Panzer 4, and the Waffentrager OFF E100. I really want to talk about those, the German ones, real quick before we go over the premium tanks. These are the tanks I've been warning you guys about. Really, the one you need to really be looking out for is the Waffentrager OFF E100. It's a tier 10. I've already seen a couple people in the battle today with it, and it's a very beastly tank. Right now, if you look up the tank, it says that with one or with all 5 rounds before it has to reload, can do about 3,380 damage. That is an enormous amount. It is an autoloader. If you guys don't know what autoloaders are, it's basically what you've used in your tier 1 battles. The tanks that shoot 3 or 4 rounds off and then they have to reload. That's what an autoloader is. Basically, and that tier 10 is going to be terrible. It's a piece of shit on the PC version. Not that it's a crappy tank, but it's very overpowering. It has a lot of camo. It's got great spotting range, and also the gun on it is devastating. So that is the line I'm actually going to be going up. I don't know if I'm going to cover every single one of those tanks, but I will be covering some of them as I'm going up the German tank destroyer line. I've already started on it today, but we'll see how it goes. Anyways, the premium vehicles, the German Diggermax, the German Panther M10, and the Soviet Turach, new Soviet tank. There, we'll just say that. I'm not too familiar with some of them. The Diggermax, I know that one. The American heavy lines that they're showing, the T57 Heavy, the tier 10. You know what? I'm gonna have to get back to you guys on that one because I don't remember facing it too much on the PC version. But it would be neat to get that tank too and see how it does. I don't remember too much of the T71 or the T69 too much, but I do know they are the newer tanks out here, and we're gonna cover them as soon as we can, as soon as possible. Alrighty guys, we're on the Light Delight special that's going on during this week. It's 3 times on your first victories, and this is just for light tanks. This is nothing for any other tanks. If you guys drive your light tanks and stuff like that into the battle, your first victory of the day will give you ×3. It'll also give you camouflage discounts. Now all the light tanks, like tier 2s, tier 4s, let's see, it says the regular light tanks tier 2 are 50% discount. Oh yeah, tier 2 to tier 5 are 50% discounts with income bonus, which is pretty nice. Also the tier 4s to the tier 7 light tanks are discounted and income bonus, which is one of the newer tanks that are out there now, are the tier 7 light tanks. So anyways, look forward to that, seeing you guys out there with those light tanks. That'll be neat to see them kick some ass. And then you got your premium light tanks that are tier 2 to tier 4 that are 50% discount with gold, and camouflage is 50% discount also. One of the newer maps that we're going to be talking about, or at least the first one, is Aaronburge. I think I'm saying that right. It's one of the newer ones that have come out. I haven't played it on the 360. I remember playing this a lot on the PC version. Still do. This is a fun map. It's pretty open. This is a very good map for already tank destroyers, light tanks. It kind of sucks for you slower, heavier tanks because there's not a lot of cover that can protect you from arty and stuff like that. It's very exposed. There is a town that you can hide in. It's a pretty decent sized town, but still, if you're not getting shot from one direction, you're getting shot from a different direction and stuff like that. So it's a pretty neat map. I wish they actually had the actual map up here, but I don't have that at the moment. But it's a pretty good one. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. The next map we're going to talk about is the Arctic region, and all these maps we're going to do a map video on them so you guys get a better idea of what I do in these maps and stuff like that. Arctic region is one of those maps that either it's one of those maps that it feels like either you win heavily or you lose very badly. This is a very tough map with tons of different directions to go. I know it doesn't give you very good pictures on here yet, and I will have, like I said, a map video going up soon when I get a chance to do those. But this is a very tricky map. It's got a lot of different ways to go, a lot of different spots you have to watch out for. There's some spots that tank destroyers are going to dominate in and kick some ass. So, alright guys, so we've got the update 1.3 that just came out, and they've done a lot of different things to the game. And I have to say this right now, on the PC version, when War Games or World of Tanks comes out with a new update, usually it brings out new content but fixes older stuff that they've fixed previously in the past or something like that. It always feels like it's always broken. There's certain things that are always messed up. Now, the one thing I want you guys to realize right now, it says platoon systems updated, better matchmaking. That's really a false lie, because this has nothing to do with better matchmaking at all, except for you're not going to see a tier 1 and a tier 10 battle. That's the only thing. Matchmaking is still screwed up. It's still not fixed. There's still complaints about it every single day on the PC and the Xbox version. But I have to say, it's nice to actually see your buddies' tanks and see what tier they are, and if you want to take out the same tanks and this and that. It's a nice little feature and stuff like that. Other than that, it is kind of annoying if you're not the platoon leader and all across your tanks it's just saying incompatible, and that kind of sucks when you're trying to sit there and look at your tanks and maybe upgrade the package of one, but you can't find it because the stupid incompatible sign is there. I know that pisses me off a lot. The next thing is but it's basically the same thing, the new interface and stuff like that. You can easily access your members, profiles and stuff like that, and different things. The battle results also, nice little features that they've added on there. It tells you who you've hit and how much damage you did to them. That's a nice feature that I'm glad they actually finally added in there. It tells you like the people that you've hit and this and that. And I really like that. Some new icons that they're using is pretty neat. And then they changed up the some maps, and they added some weather and nighttime maps onto this. So, but let's just take a moment and talk about this 1.3. Okay, I'm all happy for getting new updates. I'm happy when they add maps. I'm happy when they eventually add new tanks and stuff like that. The problem I have with this game so far, and I still do, is one of the problems I had today is, for some reason, Wargaming, when they bring out new patches, I've had problems in the past and even today I've been very frustrated today. I actually quit on Bubba and Roy because Xbox Live and Wargaming, who I don't know who it is, but a lot of people are complaining that it's Xbox Live, but most of the people that are complaining, they're saying it's World of Tanks. Basically, there's a lot of lag, or it's saying that you can't connect to Xbox Live, even though you can connect to Xbox Live. You're already on Xbox Live. There's a lot of different things like that. Eventually, after the 5th time or 10th time of logging on and off, I finally got onto the game. Once I was on the game, I had a very terrible experience where I would drive my tank forward and I would let go of the stick where it usually just stops. My tank kept rolling forwards for another couple of feet, which allowed me to get shot up and destroyed on a lot of maps. Today was not a very good day for me to play. I was shooting and it was delaying about every 2 to 3 seconds delay. And then when you try to figure out the delay system so you can actually hit somebody, the game actually starts working right, and then you shot way before the guy instead of having that delay factor. So whether it's the update, you know, and I say it's the update even though it came out on the 8th, when they update the game, you don't, if you've seen in the past, they don't unlock all the stuff of the updates. They do it slowly. Like, you know, they unlocked all the platoon stuff, so you had the better visuals of the platoon stuff, and then a couple days later you see new maps that come out, and then today you see a new line of tanks and stuff like that come out, and then you're having the problem of all that actually combining together, but something's screwing up the other thing. I don't know what it is, but that really sucks, because I've lost a lot of times to experience today. So I've only gotten, I think the max I've gotten was like 1000k on one tank, because I was doing so terrible with the lag and everything that I couldn't even play the game. I had to quit. I was very pissed off. I just quit. I said goodbye guys and quit. Didn't say anything else. It was kind of rude, but I was just so pissed off. I was about to blow up on every fucking thing. My wife even came in and she's like, what's wrong? I'm like, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. You know, and a lot of people say it's a game. It is a game. But the thing is, I do videos on this game. And you guys expect me to be able to keep up with your demands of knowing what, you know, other tanks, or learning other tanks and helping you guys out. You guys expect me to be able to put out quality videos and this and that. And I can't do that when the game keeps screwing up. And this is not the first time. Bubba still has maps where it lags him so much he's spinning in a circle. There's a lot of problems with this game, and I wish Wargaming would jump on the bandwagon. And okay, look, we're happy for updates. We are. All of us love updates. But the thing is, stop adding new content to an update. Why don't we just get an update that actually fixes all the problems real quick, and then after that, you can add in new content, and if something screws up, you know that content you just added fucked something up. Right now, all they can see is that, okay, we're putting this new patch in that's supposed to fix things, but also we're adding new stuff to the game. So they don't know if the patchwork that they just did is screwing up the game, or if it's actually the new tanks that are screwing up the game. So now they have to double go back and debug the system and figure out what in the world is going on. It's always been a terrible thing for Wargaming to do this. They always do this, and it sucks. It really does. I wish that they would change their ways of doing it, but oh well. All in all, it's still a great game, guys. But that's going to be the news for today, guys. I know it was a little bit short, but there wasn't that much that came out this week, except, like I said, the Rapid Fire and some of the new tanks for that. A couple new maps, Delight specials going on. So if you have your light tank, that is going from only the 18th to the 20th of July. So you gotta get on that quick. But also, guys, on this Rapid Fire, I'm going to tell you this right now. I am working on that the Tier 10 German tank destroyer that just came out, the Waffentag, or Tiger, or whatever it's called. I am so bad with pronouncing these names, but you guys know what I mean. I'm going to get that autoloader. I'm going to do some videos on some of the tank destroyers I'm going to be taking out. But I'm going to tell you this, you're going to get pissed off with this tank. if you own one, you might get pissed off because you got to learn how to play it, because it is a very easy tank to blow up once you get shots on it. But I will tell you this, that tank is going to be very deadly, and when people learn how to use it properly, you're going to get pissed off, because I've seen matches with 2 or 3 of them on there on PC, and they are deadly, and they've killed a lot of people, and they've held up their side of the game, where pretty much their team didn't have to do anything. All they had to do was help spot for them, and that was it. So good luck out there, guys. Don't get frustrated. Learn how to beat these bastards, which is pretty much, you know, use cover as much as possible. Learn these new maps, and until next time, I'm WizardKen. See ya.